And welcome back. If you're trying to figure out where to eat this weekend, we might have just the place for you.
Tom is joining us now live from PaPPo's Pizzeria. How's it going, Tom?
It's going fine, as a matter of fact. And yes, you know, you talked about the Chiefs being on this weekend, and you want a great place to watch the Chiefs or any sporting event for that matter, and have great food set down right in front of you. We're at PaPPo's, and that's where you're going to find it. This is Max, the general manager. Thanks for having us by. Appreciate that.
Thanks for coming.
Okay, I'm not kidding. If you're looking for a place to sit down, watch sports, especially the Chiefs tomorrow,
Especially the Chiefs.
But sports from all over the world, this is the place to kind of land.
Definitely. This is the place. You know, we got 28 draft beers, plenty of fresh options when it comes to the food. You know, we've got a couple house beers, all brewed by 6 Mile Bridge. They do an incredible job.
Yeah.
You know, the proof's in the pudding, you know. Good beer, good pizza.
Talk a little bit about what I'm seeing in front of me, because I've been sitting here now, just kind of taking the aroma, and these, what a great looking salad, couple of them here.
Yeah, so these are all fresh tossed greens in our homemade dressings. We've also got our crostinis. Yeah, so these are we got the goat cheese cranberry and walnut salad, and then the fresh spinach salad. We got the lemon maple vinaigrette on this goat cheese salad, and it is, I'm telling you, when they're making it in the mornings, you just kind of want to walk back there in the kitchen and just get a good smell.
Tilt this up. You were talking about the crostinis.
And these are the crostinis, right? So we bake this bread fresh every day. We prep these up with a little pesto sauce, tomatoes, and then fresh mozzarella over the top, a little balsamic glaze. I mean, they're to die for.
All right, run me through some of the beers, because I've been sampling a couple of them.
Yeah.
Why don't we start on this end and kind of swing to that end?
Yeah, for sure. Yes.
What do we have here?
We've got Yes Please, which is a blonde ale. You know, it's kind of got like that little back end flavor, but very light in the front, very tasty. Next up, we've got the Monk's Communion, which is kind of like, it's kind of our beer. You know, it's been through the company for a long time now. It's a Belgian Tripel. It's flavored with cherries, dark chocolate, very, very dark. You know, 11%, full flavored, little smokiness to it. Really tasty.
That's a bold beer.
That's a bold beer right there.
Yeah.
That's not for the kind-hearted.
And then,
for sure.
okay, these over here.
This is going to be our Big Papo. This is going to be a New England style IPA. Very, very good. It's pretty juicy. You know, it's got like all the good aromatics you want from an IPA. Not super duper bitter like some of your West Coast style. So this New England IPA is just, it's for the IPA drinkers. It's really smooth, good to drink.
Okay, if you're talking about IPA then, and it's not that real bitter, this might be an entry to IPA.
Yes,
for
definitely,
people.
most definitely. Yeah, so it's got like I said, all those juicy notes to it, which is, you know, most times when you think of IPA, you think of that bitterness and like that bite to it. But this one is rather sweet.
Okay.
And you can really taste like the orange peel and all the other goodness that's going in with the hops.
Now, on the end.
And then on this one, this is actually going to be one of the 6 Mile Bridge brews. This is going to be the Blood Orange Wit. So it's kind of similar to that of a Blue Moon, that wit style beer, wheat style. But they put a little blood orange twist on it, and it is hands down one of the best wit beers you can get on the market.
And you're talking 4 beers out of how many do you have on tap?
28 on tap.
28.
Yeah.
So probably if you enjoy a beer with your meal and watching sports, you're going to be able to cover every kind of palate.
Most definitely, yeah. And we like to keep it a little bit of everything on the boards up there. So, you know, we've got everything. We have Scotch ales, ciders, no seltzers on there. We got seltzers in cans. We've got, you know, IPAs, Pilsners, wheat beers, you know, just whatever you could probably think of. I've probably got a keg for you.
Well stocked.
Yes,
in other
well
words.
stocked, definitely.
Which is what people are saying, because you can handle parties here as rather, you know, it doesn't just have to be an individual or a couple. Bring all the friends.
Bring them all, yeah. We take big parties. You know, we've got this beautiful bar that's behind us. It's got nice big TVs, so if you can host your watch parties, draft parties, whatever you want to do.
Well, as I look around, there are TVs all around the place.
Definitely.
So you're not going to miss out. You know, and just a little bit ago, and as I said, most people may want to watch the Chiefs, but I was watching hockey over there.
Yeah.
I mean, all the sports are going to be represented. If it's being broadcast, you guys are kind of picking that up.
Yeah, and we love the St. Louis Blues too, so we like to keep those on. You know, big Blues fans.
Oh yeah.
And then, you know, we've got a great staff and a great kitchen crew that, you know, really puts their nose to it and puts together some really quality products. And then my front of house staff, you know, they're just kind faces, and they'll treat you with the utmost respect. And
are these people who are then kind of schooled in the different tastes? Because it's like you come in, you go, I'm not sure what I want, but they're able to kind of judge what might work for you.
Yeah, so that's kind of like part of our bartending training, right? You know, you gotta have a couple samples involved, but you know, you gotta kind of try these different beers and kind of steer people in the right direction of what they're feeling for that afternoon.
Now, of course, you know, when you're talking about the salads, the food here, there's one thing that you pride yourself on, and I know it's fresh. Yes.
Yeah, we keep it real, we keep it fresh. So, you know, like I was saying, these are all fresh hand-tossed greens, fresh baked bread, fresh made pizza dough every day from scratch. All of the meats that we put on the pizza are all fresh, made in-house. You know, we don't use any of that frozen stuff. It's all good.
You're not getting 2-day-old anything.
No, it's impossible. We go through it too quick.
And you know, and we're going to be taking a look at some of those pizzas when we come back here to PaPPo's, and also some big news about PaPPo's is growing. So we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Tom. Hey, bring some pizza back for Blake because he's really hungry. I think he skipped lunch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's it? All right, then. Thanks, Tom.